Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Dom from Lensprotogo and Lens Rentals, and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm talking about the OM4 smartphone gimbal from DJI. So in this video, I'm just going to be overviewing the features of this thing internally and externally, and then I'm just going to show you some sample footage that I was able to get using this thing. So quick and dirty video this week. So with that being said, let's dive in. Okay, the DJI OM4 is a single-handed gimbal designed for smartphones and pairs really well with the DJI Mimo app, except we'll talk about the app in a second. It's got a cool light gray finish, it's super light, and the grip feels really comfortable as well. For getting your phone on there, you have two options, either clamping it in or using the magnetic disc. And this is the layout of the record and mode buttons, the joystick, and you've got your battery indicator lights above that. And on the left side is a zoom rocker, and you still have that axis locking trigger on the back. Also, I quickly wanted to mention that double tapping that mode button allows you to switch between horizontal and vertical orientations. You get a screw-on tripod attachment, and this gimbal breaks down to be pretty small for storage too. And the last physical thing worth mentioning is that it has an internal battery that charges via USB, and the battery life is absolutely amazing. And after I thought about that for a little bit, it makes sense because the motors aren't really doing a lot of work on this thing, just keeping your phone steady. So if you just want to use the OM4 strictly as a gimbal for your smartphone, then that's totally fine. It would be perfect for that. But I feel like you should know that pairing this gimbal with the DJI Mimo app unlocks a lot of possibilities. And now I'm pretty much just going to sort of rifle through all of the things that the app allows you to do. So in the app, there's a really cool tool called Active Track 3.0, and if you're familiar with DJI gimbals, you might already know about this. But in the app, all you have to do is click and drag around the subject, and the gimbal will track that subject. And this works really well, actually. And another thing that I think is really cool is you can actually turn on and off Active Track by using a gesture, either a piece or a wave. You also get plenty of options for time lapses, including support for hyperlapses and motion lapses. There's also a really cool dynamic zoom function, which basically just programs in a dolly zoom, and then all you have to do is walk back slowly, and you get a sweet vertigo shot. The Mimo app also offers a lot of cool tools for photography too, including a lot of panoramic shooting modes, or the Clone Me mode, which works a little bit like this. And I thought this was kind of meh at first, but after I made one, it turned out to be pretty cool actually. You can hit the Story tab and select from a few different presets, where all you have to do is take a couple of clips and it cuts something together for you with music and effects. Okay, one last thing I want to mention about the app is there's no in-app support for social media live streaming. So if you plan on doing live streaming with this gimbal, you'll have to go straight to that app like Instagram or Facebook. So you won't be able to have full app control while doing that. Okay, so that's the general overview of this thing internally and externally. Now, basically for the rest of the video, I'm just going to show you some sample footage and images I was able to get today using this OM4. Alright, so after using this thing for a while, I gotta say, I'm really impressed. And for only $150, I kind of want one, and I hardly ever shoot video on my phone. And so that sort of brings me to my overarching opinion about this thing, which is, if you shoot video on your phone even semi-regularly, this thing is totally worth it because yes, phones do a good job of stabilizing their video themselves. But when you pair it up with a gimbal like the OM4, there's a hugely noticeable difference in quality. I think this thing is absolutely perfect for real estate people who are constantly using their phones to showcase the properties they're selling, or this would be absolutely amazing for following someone doing an action sport like skating or snowboarding. And while we're talking about perfect applications for this thing, if you're a teacher or an instructor, that Active Track 3.0 from the Mimo app is an absolute game changer if you needed to demonstrate something in a big open space or moving around a lot. Okay, so that's pretty much going to wrap up this video on the OM4 smartphone gimbal from DJI. Now, if you have any questions about the OM4 or pairing it with its app, drop a comment in the comment section below and we'll start a discussion. Also, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button down below to let me know you liked it. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll be in the loop whenever we post new content, which is every week. So take care, and we'll see you in the next one.